She held her shaking friend. Bosenia felt truly awful. Sure, she had only done her duty. The Interior was right about this one. Her trusted advisor was needed for information. Her human friend might even be dangerous, and it broke her heart. Listen, Lada, it's okay. You'll be fine. They just want to ask some questions, and you will be right back here drinking that awful crap you guys drink in no time. Bosenia tried to smile at the hunched-over Dr. Christina. I'll even try a sip or two. It did not help. Lada shook still, the pen clicking at speeds that Bosenia was disturbed by. Bosenia sighed, trying her best to hug the broken mass in front of her. The size difference made it a bit hard, especially since the short one was seated. She wrapped her muscular arms around the back of the doctor. Lada might have been at her lowest point, but she was still thinking, especially when these comforting arms wrapped around her, assuring her that it would be okay. The doctor almost felt better, until she looked down and saw Bosenia's wrist. Lada had been around many Shivanti officials, whether they be personal agents of the governess or interior agents looking to get on the good graces of their superiors. Sometimes they had checked their wrists or datapad, excusing themselves and evacuating in a very quick manner. Each time they did so, she noticed that a notification appeared on their preferred device. She hadn't thought much of it, and she didn't understand what it said. But she knew what it did, and she knew an active beacon when she saw one. They are coming, Lada mumbled in realization, speaking for the first time in a few minutes. Confused, Bosenia stood up from comforting Lada. What? You are taking me now. Bosenia felt like scum. Yes, they were just going to grab you, but you deserve more than that. I thought I'd help you through it, personally make sure you were okay, and... Lada tuned out her friend's reasoning. It did not matter. If the Interior was set to just grab her, that means they were ready to grab anything else too. They could find everything, especially the archives. Lada closed her eyes, trying to calm her racing heart. She almost had until the door squeaked open. Two Shivanti wearing burly winter clothes slowly filled into the small office. Shivani Interior, we're here to escort... Bosenia glared daggers at the two agents. Shiev and Dura were no pushovers, but few could take Bosenia's death stare head on. Visibly shaking, the agents whispered the rest of the entrance spiel. The Dr. Christina for quick questioning. Bosenia carefully reached down to support her friend, wrapping around her waist to gently pull the woman to her feet. Surprisingly, the woman stood on her own feet, her head still bowed. The pen had still not stopped clicking. Bosenia leaned in and spoke to Lada. It'll be quick. I will personally come grab you from them when they're done. I will keep track, I swear. Lada just kept clicking. One of the agents crept closer to the general and spoke in Shivanti. General, change of plans. The Interior wants her to lead us to some secret archive room they think is in a government building. It might even be here. Since some of her files were unique, she probably has access to it. Dr. Christina knew several languages, and Shivanti was an easy topic for her. These agents didn't know that. The pen stopped clicking. Lada? Bosenia stood in shock when the short woman hugged her tight, her arms spread wide before she gave a weak smile. She returned the heartfelt hug to her friend. It's going to be okay. I'm here. We can look back at this. I am sorry, Bosenia. She barely heard what the human had said due to her hushed tone. What? Bosenia stood in shock for two reasons. The speed at which the human had acted boggled her mind. It seemed like Lada was just a blur. The second thing, which was way more surprising, was that Bosenia realized her sidearm was missing from her belt.